Bramble wood here. Got a snake down there in that floor drain. 50 feet, and I got it on the camera on my phone, and so I had it sitting here so I can watch, make sure I didn't come into this pit, the cable. But this camera does not self-level, so you have to bear with me. So I am gonna see if I can see my, what is that? I might, it was a turn. I'm gonna snake backwards, maybe? So we do have lots of fun here. That's an interesting starry night picture. Now we're in outer space, man. And the water has seemed to stop. Nope, looks good. Of course, I don't see my cable anywhere. Lots of goodies in here. So I'm gonna, what is that? I'm gonna snake backwards. Let's see what that brings me. It doesn't look too bad. God knows where it went when I snake. The water's picking up now. But still, could that be my issue? I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna snake backwards from here out too and see if I can pop any of that loose. We got lots of goodies on our lens. Yeah, look at all the mud that popped out on the pump. But that's okay, that's what we want. It's not this dirty head here, so let me rinse this off. There you go. This shit is black. And I'm just gonna pause the video until I do other stuff. Okay. So, what I did was I put the hose on the hot water tank. I snaked it out. I ran the hose in there because that's the biggest hose I had. And there wasn't one here. And we got a good flow of water coming through with that. It was nice and brown like it's supposed to be because of all this damn sediment. But something is really going on here because... Uh-oh. What was that? Hold on a second there, Crooked Kid. The Crooked Kid. What is this here? Piece of paper. Let me straighten this out here. How's that look? Needs garlic. A little more over, a little more. How about that? And then I can tuck behind that, and hopefully that box will hold it. I think it will. Okay, now I'm gonna camera this way here. We're gonna see. Now you see the level. This thing would be nice if it was pitched, because that's the line. What the hell? Is that a bleeder off to my right? That big chunk. And it very well could be, but this here water is, see how it's dripping out barely? And then when I put this in here, we got some water. It's like not pitched. Did it lose pitch? Because that's a lot of water, guys, to have in this line, just chilling. And then there's a little water. We got, is this a flattened pipe? A lot of buildup in here. And when I snake backwards, you could see the rut that my snake made, but it's going to follow the path of least resistance, I can promise you that. I'm going to push this as far as I can, and then we pop up out of water again. And then we're in water. What is this? Right here, like that. 25 feet. Hold on a second. cheating around. Out there. Yeah. 25 feet. What's over here? Storm systems are so fun to figure out. So we're gonna pull this back fast. So we're trying to pull out some of that debris that's in there. I was hoping the snake would bust it all up and get her to there. Run in the water and get it to flow, which it did. Okay. That looks better. I'm almost out. That looks way better. Okay. But let's push back in. Let me see if that blob is still there. Nothing like having the thing touch your face. Let's see. 19, 20. 21, 22. Come on, don't be underwater. 3, 24. See, I know it's a T that we're hitting. I just know it. So I'm not gonna jab. See that? I gotta be careful with this one. That looks like PVC. That's okay. Getting a lot of that debris and stuff out of this pipe. Cool beans, dude. Just lay that in there. See if I can trigger this pump. Yep. And then I'm gonna flush the pump with more water. Yeah, I gotta baby this puppy until I get my other one back and I can get this one in the shop. So either we're gonna need to see what happens. If it happens again, then I guess the next step's gonna be to jet this damn thing and hope and pray that works. There was a lot of sediment on this pipe when I got here to install the pump, and I got a picture of it. I chipped it all off and got it all out of there and decently cleaned the pit. But okay, I'm gonna run some water through this, turn this camera off, and get out of here because she's a half hour late already. All right, thank you guys. Sorry about all this, but we'll get her figured out. And I talked to the neighbor. Nobody else is experiencing water. Thank you.